In December 2019, New York-based artist Stephen Pusey, known for monumental public murals and large abstract paintings, was commissioned by Seoul Metropolitan Government to create a mural in the pavilion of the Oil Tank Culture Park, Mapo Gu, Seoul, South Korea. The park was opened in 2014 on the site of a former secret oil depot built after the oil crisis in 1973. The 5 oil tanks and surrounding land have been converted into a public park and eco-friendly meeting, performance, and exhibition spaces. The park pavilion was formerly the pumping station of the depot.
When I start painting, I first of all basically mess up the wall. I start with a very random type of drawing, almost chaotic, and then I work in imaginative response to each mark that I've made before. In this way, I think of my work as autogenic, in that the very first marks that are made on the canvas or the painting or the wall, that information determines what the painting will become. So I don't start off with the idea that I'm going to make a particular painting or a particular design. The painting actually makes itself. Well, it makes itself through me and my reaction to those things. This relates to a principle that a concept that I'm very interested in. It is the idea of resonant signature. And this has many significances. It relates to the kind of signature of life that is within all of us and in the environment around us. It relates to the signature of resonance in the smallest particle. So you can think of that signature extrapolated to the whole universe. So the whole universe is resonating, as indeed scientists have now discovered that the universe has a sound, it resonates. There is a song of the universe. There is a song within us, there is a song within all of nature, and there is a song in the universe. And that's why in doing this painting, I thought of the title of Dragon Song, or Yong Nori. So part of the idea of Dragon Song, one of the ideas of Dragon Song that occurred to me related to the idea of resonance and the vibration of life was the story of Oran Mor. It's an Irish story. Oran Mor is a Gaelic name. That is about a song that creates the universe. And this song in the Oran Mor story starts very low, as a low whisper, and it gradually builds in volume until it becomes a crescendo, during which process the whole universe is brought into existence. And so part of the idea, as I was doing the painting, that occurred to me was the idea of Oran Mor and how it could relate, in my sense, to the song of the dragon, which is the song of resonance, that as the dragon travels through the elements, everything in life is brought into creation. So that was part of the idea behind this mural. Here, this panel, with combustion, with fire, the energy that starts the dragon. And the dragon travels through the 5 elements. The elements are not totally separated in these paintings. The elements are together. They become, the dragon goes through the 5 elements of air, water, metal, and earth. But no one panel represents one element. They are mixed, and they generally get more and more. The fire continues throughout all these elements, and then eventually it ends up more in water at the end. But the dynamic of this sort of autogenic response in the work continues throughout the whole work. The idea of a signature in chaos. There is no such thing as chaos. When you get far and further back from chaos, you begin to see a pattern, you begin to see order. In chaos you will see an apparent randomness, but if you play out that randomness long enough, you will see a recurrence of a signature. And that determines, as in string theory, for example, the idea of a particle starting not as a sphere but as a loop that resonates. And the frequency with which it resonates determines what the particle becomes. So that is a signature. If you listen to the song of birds, some birds have a very simple song, but it's a pattern. Some birds, like canaries, have a very complex song. And you listen and it's very difficult to catch the pattern completely because there's a certain randomness to it, but if you play it out, you listen to that song long enough, you'll see that same signature in the canary song repeating. So the idea of song is actually resonance to me. And the resonance that is within everything in life is within us. Everything vibrates. And so I think that's how I think of my work. When I respond to the marks, to the logos that has been put down, I am discovering perhaps my own signature or the signatures that are within me, but I think of those signatures as universal, that they are a part, that we are all a part of the same thing. We are not separate from this planet, we are not separate from nature. We have to understand that, and that we are only beginning to understand it, and if we don't understand it, we will perish because of our own arrogance. That is a big problem for humanity at the moment, because we have polluted this planet so much that things are out of balance. It's like Philip Glass's music, Koyani Kwatsi, Life Out of Balance. It's a lament for humanity and urban living and what we have done to ourselves and what we have done to the planet. So when I finished this whole mural in 7 days, I can't quite believe that I did that, because normally I would take maybe a month on a painting, or at least a few weeks. But I managed this in 7 days, 5 panels in 7 days, and I'm shocked that I managed that. I can only think that I got some special energy from this area, or from the cold, because it was very cold when I did this in December 2019, and we are still in December 2019, about to enter into another era 2020. I hope the world improves, but it doesn't look like it's going to. But anyway, it's a celebration. I hope that whoever comes here understands this celebration of life that is in this painting. It can be regarded as one painting, or it can be regarded as 5 separate paintings, because they work as separate paintings too, although there is a continuation throughout the whole. So I'm intrigued by the work myself, because when I finish a painting, it's as if someone else did it. And I'm very puzzled that this was actually created in 5 days. I think time was compressed in somehow. And I discover things when I paint. I think, art should always be about discovery for the artist and for anybody who views it. There are things that I see in the work now that maybe I only unconsciously understood or saw when I was making it. But now I look at the work more objectively. There are things that I find very curious and very interesting. Don't know why I made the marks, but they are there.